This show is sponsored by MidasResources.com, your trusted source for precious metals since 1996. Call Midas today at 1-800-686-2237.
What is up, and greetings, friends. Welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutritional supplementation. I am your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality, to your well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body and of your health. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 26 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and high blood pressure and obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis and acne and fibromyalgia, migraine headaches, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis, and while some folks may call that a miracle, this renewing system is just the way the body works. It's business as usual for the human body. If you have questions about health or nutrition, nutritional supplements or prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we welcome your phone calls on The Bright Side at 866-582-9933. That's 866-582-9933. If you have questions about the longevity products, longevity formulations, skincare, ingredients, 866-582-9933 is your number. If you have a success story or if you simply want to contribute to the conversation, 866-582-9933. If you want to learn more about the longevity products, go to my website, brightsideben.com. Take a look at the shopping cart with all the longevity products that you hear us talk about on the program, including the Sweeties and the Ultimate Classic and the Tangy Tangerine and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, my personal favorite longevity product. The Ultimate Enzymes, the OPC Selenium, they're all up at brightsideben.com. You can also click on the Join Now link on the upper left-hand corner of the page if you want to start a longevity business, make some money, or if you just want to get your products at the wholesale price, click on the Join Now link at brightsideben.com, or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. All right, I want to just finish up on a few more things about acne and then maybe talk a little bit about some other skin issues, eczema and psoriasis. Hopefully we'll get to do a little bit of that today. If not, we'll continue on tomorrow. First off, far and away, by far, the most effective way to deal with zits, to deal with blemishes, is to learn how to use the vitamin A family of nutrients, the stuff we called yesterday the retinoids. The active form of vitamin A, as you will recall from yesterday, the active form of vitamin A is called retinoic acid. It's available as a cream that you put on blemishes, put on acne pimples, and it's very, very effective. In fact, I would go so far as to say retinoic acid cream. The brand name is Retin-A. Many of you have heard of this. There's generic forms of retinoic acid cream. I would go as far as to say that retinoic acid is the single most effective topical product that you can use on acne breakouts, acne blemishes. Keep in mind, there's two types of acne. There's two types of acne breakouts. There's the kind of acne that's marked by the crazy growing skin cells and the skin oils that are produced in abundance and thickness, thick skin oils that are produced. And that's the kind of acne that you can consider teenage boy acne. Of course, girls will get it as well, and adults will get it too. This is the standard type of acne. Crazy growing skin cells, lots of skin oils, and this is the kind of acne that we're talking about when we talk about using Retin-A cream, retinoic acid, or using vitamin A. The second type of acne is more like an allergic reaction. I call it digestive acne because it involves foods and it involves the digestive system. You can always tell that you're dealing with digestive acne or an immune condition, an immune system type of acne if you see breakouts on the cheek area, if your breakouts are not related to oil, if your breakouts are more rashy than pimply, you're pretty much dealing with an immune condition and you got to eliminate foods, most likely suspects are going to be dairy and grains, sometimes legumes, peanuts, soy. Eggs can be a problem as well. I'm not talking about that kind of acne today. I haven't been talking about that kind of acne. The type of acne I'm talking about is your hormonal type of acne that's related to puberty, although it can happen in adults as well. This is the kind of acne that benefits from Retin A, retinoic acid cream. If you're breaking out along your cheeks and your blemishes are more rashy than pimply, you're probably not going to get the same kind of benefits that you are going to get from retinoic acid. Folks who are dealing with androgenic or male hormone or teenage boy or teenager acne are going to get the benefits from this retinoic acid cream, Retin A. There's 3 types of vitamin A. They're all effective for treating acne. Retinoic acid is the active form. The 2 inactive forms, retinol and retinol palmitate, can be converted into the active form by enzymes in the skin. That means you can use these 2 inactive forms of vitamin A, both of which are available without a prescription, and your skin will convert these 2 forms into the pharmaceutical version that does require the prescription. Although you're not going to get the same kind of potency, you're not going to have to deal with a doctor, and you're not going to have to deal with getting a prescription. I'm partial to retinol, and I formulate a lot of products with retinol because it's more readily converted to retinoic acid. A lot of companies will sell retinol products, but because it can be a little irritating, or because retinol will break down in the skincare product, it will turn brown in a skincare product, skincare companies aren't too fond of working with retinol, and they'll typically just put a tiny little smattering of the stuff in their products, sometimes it's on the order of 0.1 or 0.05%. Tiny little amounts that aren't going to be very effective if you're trying to address acne. Don't be fooled. If you want to use retinol for treating acne, if you don't want to go get a prescription for retinoic acid, if you want to use retinol, look for a 1% or a 2% concentration. I actually formulate retinol products with 2.5 to 5% retinol, and you can get a pretty good exfoliating, skin smoothing, even a peel kind of treatment with these kinds of concentrations, although you do want to be careful not to use too much of the stuff or not to apply too frequently. As far as the 3rd form of vitamin A goes, retinol palmitate, this is the most mild and the most gentle form of vitamin A. It's also the least effective for treating acne, the least medicinal. You're going to get some nice moisturizing effects, some nice skin softening effects from retinol palmitate, but you're not going to get a whole heck of a lot of retinoic acid-like benefits. And by the way, it's not just topically where vitamin A excels in treating acne. Internally, vitamin A has got some remarkable skin health boosting properties. Vitamin A is a must-have nutritional supplement for dealing with acne. It's effective for dealing with something called keratosis pylori. This is a condition where you'll get little bumps on the top of your arms or on your legs. Vitamin A is important for all skin conditions. Vitamin A can protect your skin from photo damage. It's got wonderful anti-aging properties for the skin. It's wonderful for protecting the skin from wrinkles. Bottom line, vitamin A is stupendously important for all skin health issues, including, by the way, eczema and psoriasis, which we will be talking about hopefully here, if not later today, tomorrow. You want to use 20,000 international units a day of vitamin A. You want to use it every day, although once you're loaded up on vitamin A, you can miss a day here and there. And by the way, vitamin A is far more than a skin health vitamin. Do you know there's pharmacological versions of vitamin A that are used as chemotherapy for treating cancer? Vitamin A is a critical vitamin for the health of your bones, for the health of your liver, and for the health of your digestive system. And vitamin A is such an important nutrient for helping build the immune system that the World Health Organization recommends it as a supportive treatment for preventing measles epidemics in third world countries. Vitamin A and the vitamin A family of nutrients, the retinoids, are in your eyes. They help you see. In fact, light will literally hit vitamin A that is stored in your eyes, and that is how the visual process kicks in. Light hits vitamin A molecules that are stored in your eye, and we see. That's why you may have heard that carrots are good for your eyes. Carrots are full of retinoids, and that's why deficiencies in vitamin A and dietary retinoids can cause night blindness, because your eyes become less sensitive to light. You don't have enough retinoids in them. All right, we'll continue this discussion on vitamin A in the skin, and I'll tell you about a couple other nutrients that you can use for treating acne when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We're coming back right after this. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Sophie Winnick, longtime distributor and user of Youngevity products. In the last few years, my family went through a crisis. Everything else in my life, including my business, had to be put on the back burner. Thankfully, life is getting back to normal now, but the one thing I never had to worry about was my business and my monthly commission. I've been a distributor for Youngevity for over 17 years, since before it was Youngevity, and I've got to say the most amazing thing about this company is the people. While my family was in crisis, other distributors stepped in and helped my customers, simply because that's what Youngevity people do, even for people they don't know. For me, it has never been about getting rich. It was about a product I could stand behind, a company I could count on, and a monthly commission check that has never, not once, been late in 17 years. Youngevity is truly a business for everyone, even people who have too much to do. I'm Sophie Winnick. I'm just like you. I have a real life, real ups and downs, but I know I will always have Youngevity.
Mike Stenerson for Midas Resources. At no time in history have precious metals been more important, certainly not in my 22 years in the industry. The dollar has lost over 90% of its value in the last 60 years. No fiat currency has ever survived the government printing presses. Ours is not immune. The time is now to be proactive. 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Anything tied to the dollar is at risk. CDs, annuities, 401ks, IRAs, stocks, bonds, you name it, so decide. Do you want to leave a legacy of wealth or debt for your family? The choice is yours. Call me at 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Be proactive, not reactive. Call 1-800-686-2237, extension 116.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit goberkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products, most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3 square meals you'll need in an emergency. So the Freeze Dry Guys 3 square meal unit sale is just the ticket. A variety pack of tasty, nourishing breakfast, lunch, and dinner on sale now. Breakfast is Freeze Dry Guys' favorite. Hot oatmeal and sweet dehydrated bananas. Lunch is Mountain House freeze-dried hot macaroni and cheese and crisp green beans. And dinner is Mountain House long grain wild rice pilaf and hearty beef stew, vegetables, and gravy. Call Freeze Dry Guy and ask for details on the 126 serving 3 square meals unit. One case normally $164.37. Sale price at only $138.90. Save over $25. Get 2 or 3 cases and save even more. Or ask about Freeze Dry Guys Fall Chili Special. Always free shipping to the lower 48 states. Call 866-404-3663 or click freezedryguy.com. And hurry, the Fall Chili Special and 3 square meals unit are on sale while supplies last. From the Freeze Dry Guy, the finest freeze-dried and dehydrated foods available for long-term storage, period.
A little right, a little left, but always independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
All right, we're back back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thank you for joining us, friends. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central, 24/7 on the archive page at brightsideben.com. You'll find a shopping cart up at brightsideben.com with all the longevity products you hear us talk about, including my personal favorite longevity product, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine multivitamin mineral complex powder that you add to water and drink. It's a great source of minerals and vitamins. It's a good source of vitamin A. It's a good source of vitamin C. It tastes great, and it costs less than $50 a month. It's ideal for folks who are dealing with digestive issues.